Welcome to this Healthy Community Inspiration Awards webinar. Um, Before we get too far into um, the introductions and about the webinar, I do want to start off in a good way with a land acknowledgement. So, uh, on behalf of Alberta Recreation and Parks Association, I would like to acknowledge the First Nations, the Métis, the Inuit, and all of the people across Alberta who share a history and a deep connection with this land. We dedicate ourselves to moving forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. One thing that our team has learned from elders that we've worked with over the years is how important it is to acknowledge where you are, the land you were on, and the history there. I would like to acknowledge that I am a settler. I live in Treaty 6 territory in Amiskwaciwâskahikan, also known as Edmonton. I'm honored to call this area home. It's very snowy out today, Callie and I were just talking about. And I was really liking, the sunnier weather, but the snow is great too. And it's a good reminder that it nurtures all of the plants and stuff that will come up in the spring, which is obviously also very exciting. And I actually had a reminder of that from Cookum Kathy Hamlin, who was the Cree Cookum for the symposium this past week, that, the snow is good and it nourishes the ground and we need more of it. We're actually seeing, I think, less snow than we have in some previous kind of cycles. So the more snow we can get, the better. I'll keep introductions going. My name is Amelia Grinley. My pronouns are she, her. I am the program officer of healthy eating and engagement with the community's ChooseWell program. I'll be the moderator for the webinar today. And with me, I have Callie Woodley. She is the communications and marketing specialist with Alberta Recreation and Parks Association. Fun fact about me and Callie is that we actually started at ARPA at around the same time. So we've been, I think, only 2 weeks apart. So we've both been here for almost exactly the same amount of time. So thanks, Callie, for your Zoom support today. It's Callie who's sharing her screen. And then just some brief housekeeping items. If everyone wants to grab, a cozy, comfy spot today, inside or outside, if it's maybe, or even if it is snowing, you could go outside. That's your journey. That's up to you. Maybe grab a drink. For me, it is a tea day today. And we'll get started with the main part of our webinar, which is the Healthy Community Inspiration Awards. So a little bit about the Healthy Community Inspiration Awards. The ChooseWell Healthy Community Inspiration Awards celebrate the efforts and achievements of communities and wellness champions in recreation and park settings across Alberta in promoting healthy eating, active living, community development, social connection, anything in that realm. And so this year we had the honor of recognizing and celebrating 6 different award winners at the Alberta Healthy Community Symposium, which happened just last week. I know some of the attendees in the room, we actually saw you at part or parts of the symposium last week. So we're grateful for your presence there and for your presence here with us today. At the presenting the awards at Symposium gives us the opportunity to celebrate our wonderful award winners in person and present them with their physical award statues, of course. However, this year we kind of had the thought that, not everyone's able to make it to our symposium, of course. There are lots of folks who, for whatever reason, can't attend. And so we wanted to have the opportunity to also be able to celebrate these award winners virtually. Of course, ChooseWell has a number of virtual programming options because we work so far across the province. And so, we wanted everyone who wanted the opportunity to celebrate the award winners with us to be able to do so. So we wanted to have this virtual webinar and awards ceremony virtually as well for all of you to see. Obviously, all of our award winners' work deserves to be recognized and celebrated on as many platforms as possible. So, with that, I'm really excited to recognize our first award winner. So, our first award recipient is the Fort McKay Wellness Center and the Fort McKay Mental Health for the Fort McKay Mental Health and Indigenous Healing Symposium.
Last year, we ran the Fort McKay Mental Health and Indigenous Healing Symposium for both adults and youth. So we had a variety of sessions that were both educational and traditional healing sessions as well. I had a lot of parents and youth reach out saying that they were really struggling at the time, and they felt that we really needed to have some kind of educational or traditional healing ceremony or sessions right in the community. So just after all of that feedback, I thought, you know what, this is something we can do, and we applied for some grants and decided to make it happen.
I think the most impactful piece was that connection of mental health and Indigenous culture. When we bring in these elders and they speak about our connections to the land and, you know, the relationships that we have with each other, and that's the balance that we're looking for. That's the cultural connection. When you look at the Western medicine, they deal with that all separately. When we bring in the Indigenous aspect, the cultural aspect, we're holding it all at the same time.
Amazing. Everyone join me in a virtual applause for the Fort McKay Wellness Center. Yeah, longtime champions with ChooseWell as well. We love to see it. The next award recipient, I would like to recognize the town of Viking for the Viking Trail Project.
We have a lot of seniors in our community, and we have a lot of young families in our community, and this trail in particular appeals to them because you can have moms going along pushing their carriages, or kids on tricycles going along here, or seniors in their walkers. It's safe, and you meet other people here. Very proud of the people that have constructed this trail.
So we have been working on this trail for some time. It currently is approximately 1.2 kilometers long, and in the future we hope to extend that trail. This project was important for our community in order to bring people together and to promote wellness and walking and keep people healthy and just communicate with one another when they're out and about.
You'll see as part of the story here, we've been working with our school regarding a tree planting initiative through our elementary and junior high. Our shop class here did a group of bluebird houses. It's also associated with a opportunity for folks to put up benches, to develop more green space. It really represents a collective community effort in order to see the success you're seeing today.
Lovely. Another virtual round of applause. I know we have some folks from the town of Viking in the room today, so congrats to you all for a great project. The next award I would like to virtually present is to Lethbridge Polytechnic for Tsanitapi.
We have survey data that shows that students are not physically active. We know student mental health young people's mental health and young adult mental health right now isn't very good. So I reached out to the exercise science program and the nursing program, and I asked them if they wanted to have students speak to students and really share the knowledge that they were learning as students. We promoted cycling and active transportation. We promoted play and had a number of the organizations in town that work around play. Then with the passport we had, they were encouraged to go visit every booth, get the passport stamp to be entered into a draw for a grocery gift card. But it was really getting them to think of movement and being active and nutrition as easy to implement. And like, what are the resources that are available to them that they wouldn't maybe know about?
A lot of people went around tables because of that password thingy. You had to get signs from different tables, so it became almost a treasure hunt for students to go to all tables, get the information, get the sign. So I feel like every student was able to go to most of the tables, but they also got a lot of information that we're supposed to receive. And I do have some friends who are using the services that they actually found out in that event itself.
Yay! Yay, Lethbridge Polytechnic! Amazing, so cool. I've watched these videos already at Symposium, but I'm honestly having so much fun watching them again. I just love hearing people talk about the projects and things that they're passionate about. The next virtual award goes to Strathcona County for their physical literacy kits.
So we created our physical literacy kits for the community that can be checked out at our local library free of charge, similar to checking out a library book. Each of our kits includes all of the equipment needed to play the activity. We also included a physical literacy booklet in them that kind of outlines the fundamental movement skills that they can work on with it, the basic rules of the game, and then of course other activities they can do with the kit. Our initial goal of the project was to educate the community and familiarize them with the term physical literacy, fundamental movement skills. From there, we realized as the project went on that we started addressing some additional needs, such as financial barriers, generational relationships, neighborhood relationships, and also just giving the opportunity to try out a new sport in a safe environment. So overall, we've been very happy with the outcome of the kits.
My favorite part about being involved in the project is getting to provide resources to the community, but I also like to see which kits are the most popular, and I also really love being a part of the creation of kits, so looking into that background of the sport and the research to create enough resources for families. I think a project like this is important because it offers the opportunity for families to try out a sport without having to worry about any financial barriers, because sport can become expensive. And then it also helps them gain confidence that maybe they could try out a recreation sport in their community.
Yay, congratulations, Strathcona County. The next award will go to the Howl Experience.
The need of this program was really identified by North American youth from across Canada and the USA. And these young people identified that there's no place in Canada and the US where young people can go to discuss and explore food sovereignty, food security, along with Indigenous knowledge. Through the Howl Experience, we were able to take action on that need and be able to bring to life a space where young people could come, both Indigenous and non, to learn and build capacity and awareness on such issues. A lot of the young people, before they come to the program, they are aware that they're going to be exposed to an experience or education, and that brings up a lot of nerves. It brings up a lot of excitement. And to me, these young people are starting a process of emptying their cup a little bit to allow for more information to be received. And so that's what I believe makes these programs at the Howl Experience so successful, is that these young people come here knowing and wanting to learn.
Congratulations to the Howl Experience. Virtual round of applause. I think we have someone attending the webinar today who's part of the Howl Experience, Emily. So congrats. Woo! Yes, Howl. Love it. And last but not least, please join me in congratulating the town of Cochrane, Glenbow, and Ranch for the Pathway investment.
We took 4.5 kilometers of pathway that connects our largest community of 10,000 people down to our main corridor in the community and then down to the river. It used to be shale, and so now it is a 4-meter wide paved pathway. In the spring, the pathway would get really muddy, and people who are in wheelchairs or had mobility challenges, really struggled to access the pathway. It's part of our major active transportation corridor. It's like one of the spines. And so the residents, all mobility and age demographics are able to participate and experience this beautiful park.
The reason we decided to move to Cochrane and live in Glenbow was to back onto this pathway system. I get and I understand that it perhaps wasn't accessible 12 months of the year, and it wasn't accessible for everyone using every mode of transportation. It's seeing the multi-generational families, the young families with children in strollers, the little kids who are using push bikes or scooters, and all being able to use the trail because it's slightly wider now, and being able to do so in a safe and friendly way.
Yay, congratulations, Town of Cochrane. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone for attending today. Congratulations again to all of the recipients. I can see in the chat that Emily is putting in a video about harvesting spirit in case folks are interested. So there's a YouTube link in the chat there. I want to wrap up by saying that ChooseWell really loves this part of our program, that we get to showcase such cool communities. Community stories are a really important part of showing what is possible. And so through these awards, we are really happy that we get to highlight some of the really cool work going on across the province. These award videos will get showcased on our website and through social media in the coming little bit. If you enjoyed these award videos and you are interested in seeing other award videos, we do have a broad history of award recipients on our website as well. So you can see videos and stories of those folks and their successes as well. And I also will say that as part of these success stories, working to inspire other communities. If you or anyone who you know is working on something similar or would like to work on something similar or wants to connect with any of these award recipients to hear more details about their program, how they made it happen, what that could look like, feel free to reach out to me directly or to any of my other team members. We'd be more than happy to put you in contact with folks that are experienced in maybe something that you'd like to try out for your own community. It's that learning from each other that gets us all further together than we could go by ourselves. So yeah, with that note, please keep your eyes open for when our award nominations open up again later this year. Thank you all for attending.